सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good morning. Please see page number 91. The last quote in the page. You must remember that humanity travels not from error to truth, but from truth to truth. It may be, if you like it better, from lower truth to higher truth, but never from error to truth. I'll read the quote again. You must remember that humanity travels not from error to truth, but from truth to truth. It may be, if you like it better, from lower truth to higher truth, but never from error to truth. Very charitable and very generous quote from Swamiji, just to provide consolation to all of us. As I've already told you, animals, they don't make mistakes. Animals, they don't tell lies. Okay? But animals cannot be better than human beings. We slip, we fall, we make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes, we grow. Today, there are a lot of psychological problems because of self-pity. Individuals, they are not able to forgive themselves. Self-condemnation, self-hatred, self-pity. If you hate yourself, if you can't love yourself truly, you can't love others. An individual who hates himself, herself, cannot love others. If you are bitter from within, you can't be loving and kind to others. Okay, what emotion you generate from within matters so much for people around you. If you want you to be a lovable human being, and first you must experience that sweetness of love from within. So today we have machines, today we have comforts, today we have gadgets, all facilities. I mean, no other generation which lived before us had this kind of facility. But in spite of all that, the biggest problem is lack of love in families, in communities. So man not able to get along with a fellow human being. The friction between individual and individual, and that is costing us a lot. There is a lot of friction at a psychological level. We are not able to mingle with others well because each individual actually is slowly trying to become an isolated island. This super superficial, limited, and little individuality. We take it so seriously. My likes, my dislikes, my personality, not the personality, my individuality, my likes and my dislikes. So other individual also considers himself and a strong individuality. So this actually we keep colliding with each other. But you need to be flexible. Okay. If you really want to accommodate others, you must set aside your likes and dislikes. Then only you'll be able to accommodate others. But if you're such a strong individual in the sense that my likes or dislikes are so paramount and supreme, then there will be friction. But an other individual also has a right to have his or her likes and dislikes. So we need to be flexible with our likes and dislikes. Even children also, unfortunately, in this age. I want this means I want. I don't want this and I don't want. Parents sometimes say, Nana, you cannot give this to you now. Okay? Please don't ask for this. No, no, I want only this. No, I don't like means I don't like. No, how can you say that you don't? Everything is created by God. You can't be so strong with your likes and dislikes. That's why Swamiji is saying that we are traveling from lower truth to higher truth. Swamiji even doesn't want to say that. He says we are traveling from truth to truth. How there can be journey from truth to truth? What he meant to say is that everything is created by God. There is only one source for this universe. Then how is that actually get attracted towards something strongly and you hate and get repelled towards something? You can't, because it's everything actually bears the stamp of God. So don't have strong likes and dislikes, one thing. The second thing is don't have self-pity and self-condemnation, self-hatred. We make mistakes, okay? It's only error. Swamiji says, but it's not error, it's only lower truth. It's only lower truth. But if you really want to progress, hold on to the higher truth. What is that higher truth? Swami clearly says, see God in everything. That is the higher truth. But if you consider something as error, then you cannot forget. I have made a mistake. I have done the error. Then the self-pity develops, self-condemnation develops. Then you start hating yourself. Once you start hating yourself, you can't love others. Forget about loving others, giving something to others. You yourself will not grow. And you yourself will become a source of trouble to yourself. And then others have to help you. Okay? The psychological problems, they are in the rise because of all this. The human being is not simply flesh and blood, okay? Animals are simply flesh and blood, you can say, because there is not much evolution of brain, mind in animals. Human being not just simply flesh and blood. Today, unfortunately, we are thinking that actually human being is also flesh and blood. Flesh and blood, because you have certain requirements like food, clothing, and shelter, and we are actually stuck at this level. But human being is not just flesh and blood. You just see there is emotion. Okay, there is thought. For example, an animal. Animals they don't hate. There is no hatred in an animal. But there is fear in animals. Fear also. A goat and one dog, you keep side by side, there is no fear between the two animals. No such negative emotion like fear there. But if a dog and cat keep side by side, there is fear in cat because actually dog is its enemy. Only animals fear the other animal, okay, which is actually likely to attack. Then the fear is there in emotion. But the hatred, envy, jealousy, all these emotions are there in animals? No. Hatred is not there. Jealousy is not there. Envy is not there. Love, little love. Love only for that their own offsprings. There is little love. But beyond that, the animals actually life is simple. Flesh and blood, you can say. Thought. There is that much of evolution of thought also is not there in any animal. But human beings, when it comes, the difference between one human being and another human being in thought, what kind of ideas you have, what kind of goals and objectives you set before you. There is huge variation between one individual and another individual in terms of intellectual capabilities, you all know. And also at an emotional level also, some people will be all the time, can get disgruntled, all the time actually frustrated, all the time generate negative energy. Other individual generates positive energy, only positive emotion like love, kindness, and compassion. So human being is not just simply flesh and blood, emotion and thought, so highly evolved, but at the same time there is a problem. You can have negative ideas, negative thoughts, negative energy, and also negative emotion, or positive thought, positive energy, or positive emotion. So how you train, and that depends how sweet a human being you are. So it's very important. You are always try to understand that humanity travels from lower truth to higher truth, never from error to truth, because everything is created by God. There is nothing like error in this universe. There is nothing like something absolutely bad. Everything is good, something is lesser good, something is more good. That's all. Thank you. Nice day.